Hello, friends of peace and development. My name is Robin, and I am a former student of peace and development, the master program, as well as social psychology in Växjö. So I am occurring in this digital square as some sort of a representative of these two subjects. And if I have not misunderstood Manuela completely, you guys are about to make up your minds about a second major for the Peace and Development program. Unfortunately, I can't obviously not appear, physically and live with you in the room because I'm off to work. And I'm doing this short video talk instead on a rather short notice, so please bear with the quite poor sound quality. I'm also taking this in English because I was not sure about if I'm supposed to speak in Swedish or English, so to be safe I continue in English. Alright, first of all, it might be good to explain what social psychology is all about. Some of you might not even heard about it. Some of you might just have a quite vague understanding of it. To summarize it as concise as possible, I would say that if you have ever wondered why a person is making you feel, think, or act in a certain way, while another person is making you feel, think, or act in a different way, then you have a social psychological dilemma, or at least an interest in social psychology. Or the opposite, if you have ever wondered how you are making another person feel, think, or behave, it's the same interest. If you ever wondered where your attitude towards the world, towards different religions, cultures, towards serious meetings, towards high jumpers, towards janitors, towards your friend, towards yourself, if you ever wonder where that attitude comes from, then social psychology can help you out. So to put it really simple, social psychology is the study of how humans are affected and influenced by other humans. Often social psychology is explained as a bridging field between psychology and sociology, and I guess you can think about it like this: that psychology studies the nature of the human mind, and sociology studies how people are interacting with the society. Social psychologist asks the question, how are people thinking and feeling when they are interacting with the society? So, considering its quite dual nature, social psychology has many different branches, of which some are more close to the sociological schools of thoughts, while others are more close to the psychological schools of thoughts. When I came to Växjö in 2011, I had an interest in understanding myself better and the people around me, and how we interact in the society. So my scientific interest was quite much a reflection of the course syllabus of social psychology at Linnaeus. So I had no choice but to give it a try, and I have not regret that decision for a second, because I also felt very privileged along the way to study under teachings of really life-changing teachers. I also at the same time took evening courses in peace and development with Manuela Anders and Gunilla, because I had a need to follow and to catch up with what was going on in the world on a more global scale. I was interested in conflicts and in injustices and what is feeding these sort of problems, and where do they come from. So I was quite busy for the first year, and I felt after I graduated from social psychology as my major subject, I felt the urge to continue more with peace and development. So I attended the master program in 2013, and during that year I thought a lot about how can I understand these global issues with the help from my social psychological tools. And it's not a very easy thing to explain in a short talk like this, but I can give you an example of how ironic sometimes I felt that situations appeared. For example, while we were doing our group tasks in the master program of peace and development, I felt that sometimes it became equally important to remain friends with each other, not ending up hating ourselves or each other's because of the frustrations and the problems we created in the group, while we were trying to understand global, more or less impossible issues and produce a decent paper. So we had this double struggle all the time, and to me that was quite, let's say, symbolic for how this social element, when we talk about conflicts and human interaction, this how ironic it was to end the group day, with the feeling of wow, are we gonna sort this out, or shall we just give up? So I would say that there is a social element which is missing in most of global studies such as peace and development. So my point would be that what I felt and what I still feel when I think about the world is how can we ever get to the core of what is actually going on with the world if we can't even understand the opinions and the attitudes of our classmates or ourselves half of the times we try. And that's my rather harsh argument for why big global questions requires more than perhaps economic, political or cultural explanations to what is feeding up the issue. And as I said, there are many different branches within social psychology, and if you care to know more of them, I recommend you to have a look at socialpsychology.org, socialpsychology.org. It's a website for a global social psychological network which is working, and I quote now from the website, it's working to promote peace, social justice and sustainable living through public education, research, and the advancement of psychology. You might have a lot of questions, and again, unfortunately, I couldn't appear in Växjö today, but please don't hesitate to contact me if you would like to ask me something. And you can ask Manuela, she's got my email. You might wonder more, you might have questions of how can I have use of social psychology if in my career, in my big precious career and my future, and that's understandable. I don't think there's a short answer to that. All I can say is that I think social psychology is relevant for any kind of task when you are faced with other people. But again, have a look at the website and you will understand more. Good luck and all the best with whatever you decide to do. Take care.